The Kiteboarding World Tour counts a variety of disciplines. The beautiful beach of Playa del Carmen in Mexico welcomes the first tour stop of the course racing series.
So it's everybody, and welcome to Mexico. This is the PKRA World Tour. And so after the first two stops in around Europe, we had the first stop in Morocco and then in France. We traveled the whole way here to Mexico, and we are in the very warm condition this time. Me and Seb, we've been invited here to do the Kite Master, which is a pretty fun event where we compete against the locals. But the main event, the main reason for the event is the racing. It's the first stop of the Racing World Tour here.
A full range of wind conditions are expected for this week of competition, from marginal light winds to stormy weather, allowing riders to test their capabilities and adapt to the changing wind conditions.
No criticism, but I am more than bank account tonight.
Yesterday we kicked off with a ceremony to Ik, the wind god, to ask him to be with us throughout the event, and we kicked off the first race. So we're showcasing the beautiful beaches of Mexico. We want to show the world that we've also got great wind and great conditions to bring the best of the best.
The best course racers came to register at this event with over 10 different nationalities present to compete. The Americans have a very strong presence, with John Heineken leading the pack at most of the competitions, while French rider Julien Kerner is the current title holder of the PKRA World Tour.
It's a great opportunity for us local people here from Mexico, because not everybody has the opportunity to get out. And when we have people from the caliber of Heineken, Rondina, Garat in our beach, and we get the opportunity to just go back to back with them, it just enhances our level, and it just shows us what's the level it's out there, and also the level that we have here in Mexico to provide to the world. So it's really cool to be part of this event, and thank you very much for coming back again, PKRA.
The event is ready for a complete set of disciplines this week, from stand-up paddling to freestyle kiteboarding and course racing.
Yeah, the PKRA events are great. We get to go all over the world. I mean, I've been to this event 2 years in a row now, and we've had a full range of conditions here, every direction and level breeze, which is great because it really tests your ability in everything that the wind gods can throw at you. This year I'm gonna try to attend even more of the events than last year, and it's always a great environment at these events. They set up an awesome village, and there's tons of girls on the beach. They put on good parties, so I'm pretty stoked to always show up to these ones.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a clear line, clear line.
How many times I've been alone in the tangled lines of telephones, projecting love you've never seen, the world above a submarine in which you're born to live your life, cremated for your sacrifice. This is the cannonball.
As predicted, the first few races are dominated by the American team, John Heineken, Adam Cook, and Brian Lake.
Yeah, the second race today was super close. We had me, Adam, Ricardo, and Bernie all kind of mixing it up at every mark, so it was a really fun race actually, and I only won by like 15 feet over Adam. Right in the end, I jibed at him and was able to go behind him and actually lead back to the finish line, so it was cool to have such an exciting close race. The weather was changing the whole time. By the end it was kind of like almost a thunderstorm. It was raining, but the wind stayed there, so we just kind of had to deal with a bunch of different conditions and make it happen, and it was a really, really fun race.
C'était dur, là, j'étais très toilé en 16. Du coup, après, avec le harnais, là, je me faisais un peu ouvrir. Au largue, ça allait bien. Donc là, je vais mettre 13 et puis on va essayer de mieux faire. Là, je fais une manche de 4 ou de 5. Donc on va essayer d'aller choper le podium.
While Julian Kerner has a hard time reaching a spot on the podium, Colombian rider Ricardo Lecese is having a great event.
It's the first race since I'm racing that I'm on the front pack, so it's difficult to hold the Johnny, Bernie, Adam, but I'm happy. I'm sitting here, trying to focus and make think what happened on the race for my second race for the day and try to do better. But I'm doing good. I'm happy.
All these directions take me, let him see I'm living. I don't like to see mistreating you, beating the spirit out of me. This peace I give to the earth, this peace I give to the world, and that peace I give to my girl is the peace she gives to the world. So when you hated on her, I knew we wasn't meant to.
The next races confirm the domination of the Americans, and John Heineken wins most of the races. Considering the growing popularity of kite racing, equipment has become more streamlined to allow a more level playing field. As such, some new rules have been outlined for the 2012 season.
So every competitor is allowed to register one board and 3 kites, and they still have to use only that one board and these 3 kites for the whole event. So we check regularly every day if the board they are using is still the same board they registered the first day. So like this board is a Alex Aguirre. It has a serial number here, so we check the serial number to be sure that he's using the same board.
Le but c'est que tout le monde court avec le même matos, le même support et qu'il n'y ait pas de différence au niveau des planches. Au moins sur les courses, ça va être hyper serré et c'est vraiment le rider qui fera la différence. Contrairement à l'année dernière où on était en custom avec des prototypes et chacun pouvait avoir un prototype différent qui marchait mieux et là au moins on est bloqué.
After 5 races and 2 days of competition, the wind starts to get lighter. John Heineken seems to be dominating the event so far. We decided to take a time out and get a better overall look at the American rider.
I'm John Heineken. I'm from San Francisco, California, and 23 years old, and I've been kiting for 5 or 6 years now. I got into kiting when I stopped racing sailboats super competitively, and when I was in college, maybe 5-6 years ago. Started just having fun messing around on a kite, and then kite racing came around and jumped right into that because it kind of tied everything together, the kiting and the sailing. So now I focus mostly on racing, for competition at least, and that's what brings me here to Mexico.
There's not a reason why I should slow the pace down, and I think I'd rather try than turn around now.
Yeah, I jumped on a race board in 2009 right before the first World Championships were held in San Francisco, because they were held actually like at my local spot, so it was a pretty easy thing to decide to do. I just had to get a board and start practicing, and I rode for maybe a month beforehand, and then I was actually third in that event, so that was my first big international event and went really well, and so that was kind of my introduction to it, and I obviously fell in love with it after that and have been kind of near the top since.
There's not another road I could take. There's not another vow I could break. There's not a reason why I should slow the pace down, and I think I'd rather try than turn around now. I got 18 miles to go.
I work at a company called Makani Power, which is developing kite power with wind power with kites, basically, which is cool because it combines my kiting and my engineering. I went to school as a mechanical engineer, so it kind of combines everything. And then I also train as much as I can while I'm at home with a bunch of the Americans, you know, Bernie and Adam and my sister and a bunch of guys in the Bay Area, so we have a really good local fleet, and we just try to sail as much as we can, as much time on the water as we can get, and that's how we get better, and that's how we come to these events, and we get top 3. During these races, it's always kind of a roller coaster of emotions because pre-start, there's all this anxiety just about how, you've got to set up to get off the line perfectly, and 10 seconds after the start, you're either super stoked on what you did or you're thinking, wow, I just dug myself into a giant hole that I got to try to climb out of. And then throughout the race, you might make one little mistake that you got to make up for. You'll make a good call that all of a sudden just makes you look like a hero. So it's kind of an up and down thing the whole time, but you got to just take it as it goes and try to make the next move right, because you can always improve. You can always pass somebody even if it seems hopeless. And that's kind of the fun of it, Not giving up, being consistent is huge. Another cool thing that's going on in kite racing right now is we're getting the attention from ISAF, the International Sailing Federation, and being considered to go into the Olympics as a sailing discipline. So this is really a huge step to be recognized by them, and to go. A couple weeks ago we were in Spain doing an evaluation with an Olympic evaluation committee to basically see if we're ready for the Olympics, and it went very well. So assuming that we get to continue with how our sport's going, keep the gear the same and whatnot, I think going to the Olympics would be a great thing. Yeah, my goal right now is to keep promoting the sport and helping us grow. We're gaining a ton of momentum, and it's great to come to these events and see, come to Mexico and race against a bunch of Europeans, Mexicans, South Americans, Canadians. We got people coming from all over, so as much as we can help that grow, that's my goal right now. Obviously, I want to stay as high up there in the rankings as I can. Last year, I was the world champion, or I'm the current world champion, and my goal this year is to win it again. And obviously, go to all the PKRA events and win as many of those as I can too. So that's where I'm at, and hopefully I can keep on doing well.
Back at the event site, the wind hadn't picked up yet, giving the competitors the chance to try out some SUP racing.
There's not much wind. The wind is straight offshore, and it's really gusty up and down. There's not much in the inside, so the beach is really crowded. There's a lot of public, and so we're gonna have a little fun, a little SUP race.
We start from the beach. We have to be touching the mini. From there we run, we grab our board, we go to the mini, go around the mini, come back, drop off the board, and then run and touch the mini again.
What you have to say, it really don't faze me. I'm looking real fly with my bling and my pastry. I'm such a little lady, boys go crazy. You a cold case, now you acting all shady. Now I have to put it down just like Gracie. You can't keep up, now it goes like Swayze. And all I'm hearing is
Congratulations, man, you arrived first. How was it on the water?
It was really tough, but I make a nice turn and beat them.
It looks pretty fun, huh? You didn't push your concurrent on the water?
No. Everything was legal.
Okay, good race.
She say, he say, she say about me. Talk about me, I'm crushing. Shopping at Just about me, not just me. Miss VIP, I'm pretty and pink, and I made the place sweet. For a pound, I hold it.
I won the final against Antoine, the judge, and Albi. It was a pretty tough competition. We were really close for the race. Around the mini, I was battling against Antoine, and Albi came inside, so he was first on the way back. And then at the end he did a mistake, he fell on the sand, and I just passed him on the finish line.
So this afternoon we're just waiting for the wind to start the freestyle sessions. We have Alberto Rondina, Seb Gat, which is world-class kite surfers. We also have a lot of local talent, just like little Antar Raka, which is 12-year-old and is representing Cancun. And there's a lot of local carriers like myself, trying to represent the sport here in our beautiful beach, Playa del Carmen.
Your job clock ticking, or you in a state prison, baby. The pop is back. Hip hop is back. Move back. Hip hop is back. Hip hop is back. Hip move back. Hip hop is back. Hip hop is back.
The freestyle for this event is going to be a bit different than the normal PKRA format, where we're just judging the new tricks, the most radical one. In this competition, we want to see old school and new school tricks. So riders must be able to do a board off or a 1 foot, and also a nice technical handle pass.
So hard, it's like I'm on stage cocking weapons. Got options, everyone not stopping. If you block rocking, got that block locked in, running it. Whatever you coming with, I pummel it. My wingspan's far, might find yourself under it. Wrecking you, leaving the essence of what
Despite the light winds, the local Mexican riders make the most out of the conditions, and the competition goes off up to the semifinals. The youngest rider gives us his impression about the contest.
Tener la PKRA es padre porque puedo competir con los mejores y ver cómo está el nivel y todo eso.
Unfortunately, the wind dies and will not provide enough wind to finish the freestyle competition, leaving the 4 semi-finalists tied for equal recognition.
Estoy muy contento, la verdad, de que seamos 3 mexicanos que estemos allá arriba en el podium con los mejores mundiales.
We profiled the 2 international riders invited for this event, Alberto Rondina and Sebastian Gat, to tell us a little bit about their lives on the world tour.
Ciao everybody, my name is Alberto Rondina and I'm 22 years old. I come from Italy. I ride for Cabrina, MP and Rebel 76, and this is my 4th year on the PKRA World Tour, and we are here in the beautiful Playa del Carmen, Mexico. My life is pretty simple. When I was back at school, I was dreaming about kiting, all year long, and I just believed in it, and I'm actually doing it now. So I'm really happy. And the tour starts, around March, and we are traveling for competition till like December usually. And we just travel all together. We see different places, and we ride in very different conditions, and we taste all different cultures, And then, we have a few months off in the winter where everybody kind of relax or go train some places, and then we all meet again. I was really pumped to come here to Mexico because I'd never been here before. So when they invited me, I was like, yes, for sure I'll come. The place is amazing, it's a proper Caribbean place, the water is amazing and it's always warm and the vibe is really cool, the locals are really friendly and they want to talk to you and have fun, we had some good conditions so far. We've been riding, the wind is pretty light usually, but we were riding on 13s and all the race guys, they were powered on 17s for sure. So it was, good fun, man. So the 2012 tour just started. We just did 2 events, which was Morocco and France. So we still have a long way to go. I'm sitting in 3rd, but everything can happen. And here in Mexico is a kind of a different event. Me and Seb came here because we were invited, and we just came here to check out the place and have some fun with the locals and also train a bit. But everything else happening is gonna start again in Holland, next month, and then we got a whole bunch of competition till December. So it's gonna be pretty exciting.
Come on, yeah. But will your soul go? This is the calm before the storm, and I can't make you do nothing. I have just come here to warn that when the storm comes, will you be ready for the storm?
My name is Sebastian Gat from France. I'm 28 years old. I'm riding on the PKRA World Cup since 2008 in freestyle, and I'm really glad to come here in Mexico for the Kite Masters.
They dumbing us down, it's like we ain't seeing the mission. More interested in Beyonce and Jay-Z's afflictions. People, we missing the whole point. And if you think it's by accident we distracted, then it's over. The whole joint is gonna blow up in our faces unless we face it. The world is changing before our eyes and we can't take it, so we pop bottles and turn on the TV and we...
I think I really like competing in kite surfing, but I also love to make the show and people on the beach enjoy what we're doing. So yeah, I'm really glad and I really enjoy to come on such event like that, where the main goal is just to express myself, have fun, and show to the people on the beach what kiteboarding is.
It's when the sunrise to the west, clock ticks to the left. Where will you be? Tell me what will you do next? When the surge touches down, when the quake shakes the ground, when the trumpet sounds.
Since I'm competing on the PKRA, I've always been in the top 10. Been some years I was 6, then 7. Last year in 2011 I ended 6th. The level now in freestyle is incredibly high. We have a lot of new riders coming on the tour, following the whole season, like some Dominican guys, some Brazilian guys as well. I'm thinking about Da Silva, Matson. Also we have a young guy from Tarifa. We did pretty well in Morocco, in France. That's Wele. Yeah, so it's more and more challenging, but I'm still in, so I'm going full power.
Falls at a rate never before detected. Heed the signs or stay simple-minded. Led by your TV selection, yo. I got a question though. Will Alexis protect your neck when the floods start to wreck it? Precipitation hectic. Cash.
On the beach, Albi is a very quiet person, not talking too much, maybe a bit shy, but once he's on the water, he really rips, doing a lot of technical tricks, technical maneuvers, and yeah, with great power and a nice cat position. So yeah, I think he's one of the best riders now on the tour.
Back to the competition where the course races are getting ready for the last races of the event. The rankings so far in the event summed up by 2011 PKRA World Champion Julien Kerner.
Là on est à la 7e race après 3 jours de course. Donc super condition aujourd'hui, il fait beau, le vent est vraiment parfait pour la 13. Et donc premier Johnny, deuxième Brian ou Adam, quatrième Ricardo et moi 5. Olivier juste derrière, 6e, et puis après ça se suit avec les autres. La différence, ça se fait vraiment sur les virements, les départs, les manœuvres. Là c'est hyper serré tout le long des races et il y a un fighting permanent.
The coolest part is that we're all getting so close and so fast, and you know, Ricardo's bumping up into the pack with Johnny, Bernie, and I. And so it's really putting a lot of pressure on all of us, and it makes us try to discuss the rules more and figure out what's right and wrong. And you know, we're not all about protesting each other. We're about solving it so that we can race clean out on the water and see who's better.
Finally, Brian Lake takes the second place over Adam Cook on the last few races. The battle for the top spots between the 3 American riders were very tight in every race. In the girls' division, John's sister, Erica Heineken, makes an impressive result for her first time on the PKRA.
Yeah, I basically learned to course race from Johnny, Adam, and Bernie last summer. We went up and camped out at the river and they taught me how to ride my race board. And so training with them and talking about kiteboarding all the time, I definitely got better and I just want to keep doing it. It's really fun.
Erica happily earned second. She has been battling it out against Nuria Goma from Spain and Katja Roos, who won nearly every single race in the event.
But I think I have trouble with my hand luggage if I go back because this one is huge.
Thanks to your public, thanks to your fans. They have been waiting all day long here to watch you.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man. This was a super fun event. Came out on top and got to sail with some of the best sailors in the world. So I'm having a great time. Next tour stop's in Holland, I think, and then France. So can't wait to be there.